What's going on, guys? HQ420 here. You know how I get down when I come around. I'm back. I'm in the building. Beat is hot. Single is fresh. We keeping things right, keeping them tight, no doubt. First time to the channel, stop with a hesitation. Subscribe button. Hit that thing for me for your daily dose of news and commentary with a twist from your boy. It is going to change your life. Trust me on this. Today's video. Miss Durkan, Seattle mayor. She a little worried now. There's a whole lot of cops leaving. As to be expected. Let's jump into this. Alright, article right here from the Blaze. Seattle mayor who praised CHOP supported police cuts is now deeply concerned as more than 100 officers have left the force. Deeply concerned. Alright, now Miss Durkan, what's the problem? When it was the summertime, the heat was out. Folks were out there making love in the streets. Summer of love in the chop. Chop flop, what I like to call it. More flop than chop. But now she's getting a little concerned. Now that it's starting to cool off a little bit. Fall is upon us. And she knows winter is coming. Hey, but she's like, Bo, and it's going to be a dirty one. It's going to be a nasty one. Winter is coming for us. And I have made a mistake. It's too late now, Durkan. Hey, what they say? Lie in the bed you have made. So, of course, a Democratic Seattle mayor, Jenny Durkan, who once called the police-free autonomous zone in her city a block party amid a summer of love. Like it's Woodstock. They out there screwing in the in the fields out there. And I don't know if y'all remember Woodstock, but hey, what was around the Hong Kong flu? They killing a whole bunch of folks we ain't carried in. But hey, I digress. Is now deeply concerned over the mass exodus taking place within the city's police department. Durkan, when you allowed them to get whooped in the street, you didn't allow them to do the job. You gave more precedent to these people in the CHOP community, protesters, rioters. They ain't protesting out there, throwing fireworks, trying to blind folks, assaulting officers. And you say, well, y'all can't use nothing. What you expect them to do? But I ain't hanging around for this job, pay $35K a year, and I'm going to get my arms and stuff cut off. You going to leave me out there to die in the street, whooped up on? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't got no support from you. People need support. They need to feel like, hey, man, I got some folks backing me. And Bo, especially this type of job, and when you feel like you ain't got no leadership backing you, Bo, you like, man, I'm bouncing out this joint. So, of course, King TV reported early Friday morning that a record number of officers had left the departments in September, according to a new Seattle Budget Office report. The report noted that 39 officers and officers in training separated from the department, while an additional 14 officers extended their leaves. So, hey, that's a good hit right there. You're talking about 53 officers, boom, just like that. Yeah, I got to go. I'm looking around. Y'all ain't getting no better. I'm talking about some cuts, too. Cuts? Are you going to cut my check? I hope not. Check already ain't that great, being a police officer. And on top of that, now they get pensions and stuff like that. They get stuff, lifelong stuff. But I don't know, but pensions are going broke, too. Somebody going to look up one day. Everybody who supported lockdowns, BLM, all this stuff, you're going to look up one day. Because a lot of these people are sitting in these cushy positions where they ain't got to work. The money just gets siphoned right to them. And you're going to look up one day and there ain't going to be nothing there. And you're just going to just blame yourself. Because, hey, be like, hey, bud, I mean, I wanted this. Hey, I was all for it. And now look at where I'm at. I got folks busting up in my crib. At least they sent me a letter letting me know how to get robbed efficiently. Hey, we all about efficiency out here. Hey, how to efficiently get shot today. I mean, it's like, do what? I mean, turn a certain way so it don't hit no vital organs. It's like, man, stop, bud. So it said the exodus is part of a continuing trend that has resulted in at least 118 officers leaving the force this year. Dang, Bo, 118. Well, they had 39 leaving in September, so whoo. And then 14 officers extend their leave, so most of folks been bouncing up out that joint. He said he added that even this number is misleading because many officers are using their accrued sick time as they begin their escape to other agencies or wait for retirement. So dang, Bo, there's other folks that just they work in the system. They like, Bo, I got 4 years worth of sick time or something crazy like that. A year. I think my mom, when she was doing she did work for the state. I think she accrued up like a year of sick leave or something like that because she just never took any sick time. She was rarely ever sick. She was just a little bit of sniffles, but it's just like, hey, I got this sick time. I'm gonna take it. I take a year off, come back and check y'all out in a year. So it said the total number of officers in the department now sits at just over 1,200, which the report noted is on par with the police staffing levels in the early 1990s, even though the city's population has grown 44% since then. So, of course, the 90s, Bo, that was the F the police decade right there. I mean, dang, Bo. Well, maybe not the whole decade. I'd say about 96, 97. F the police. I mean, it's right out there. It's just more rappers. I mean, I don't think that they won't out there slaying no police. I'm gonna tell you that. At least the rappers won't, at least, because I mean they were too busy earning that paycheck. I mean, it's they're saying stuff. So, but yeah. So you talking about that increase in population and the same amount of officers from the 90s? That ain't that great. That means some stuff is could go awry, and we ain't got enough folk to send out to you. So of course, as a result, the 911 call response times have been increasing, and police investigative services have been crippled. Straight up crippled. I mean, it's about you cut the legs out from underneath us. Now, the city council have voted to, start moving funds away from the police, and then Durkan tried to veto that thing, and then she got overridden. It's like, dang, Bo, she knew what was coming too. But it's too late, Durkan. When you play these type of games, you get these type of prizes. And she's going to be all right because she's going to have security around her place. But other folks around there, hey, bud, just whatever happens, happens. So Durkan had a statement. She called the levels of attrition unprecedented, yet doubled down on the reimagination of community safety and calls for community-based alternatives to policing. Look, Bo, I've seen some community-based alternatives. It's called stand there and let the other guy get shot that they were having a dispute with. Bo, let me tell you something about a non-violent dispute. It can turn violent real quick. I mean, you just say the right word and you get touched out there. You know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep style, shook ones. I mean that's what they said. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know it can get tough quick. So it says we will continue to improve policing and reimagine community safety in Seattle by shifting some responses to community-based alternatives and civilian programs like Health One or community service officers. Bo, it ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna get those folks killed, bud. They ain't ready for the type of response you need on some of this stuff. Cause I mean, if folks start, they could be out there having an argument and one of them be just high as a kite, high off that stuff, Bo. Meth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Flocka. Crack cocaine, heroin. Whatever you want to get down on. And then they start acting the fool. What the Health One gonna do? What the community service officers gonna do? Can you at least supply them with a heavy flashlight, just in case they need to get their bash game on? Let me know. It said, but the city also needs a sufficient number of officers who can respond to the most urgent 911 calls in all parts of our city at any time of the day, since we're losing an unprecedented number of officers. And that makes it even more critical that we recruit and retain officers committed to reform and community policing that reflect the diversity and values of our city. Durkan. You see, that's the whole thing. And you see, you gotta watch these politicians because they be talking slick. You see, like me, I just be saying what I think. You know what I'm saying? I just be saying what come to my mind. But these people right here, they get somebody to write this stuff for them. Man, make sure you write it all slick. And that's why folk don't like Trump. The stuff he says ain't slick. It's kind of straight up in your face. And people love to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? They love a lie. Everybody live in a lie, and they love a lie. That's what they want. Man, lie to me so I can feel better. You know, even if it don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? If I look down on a sheet of paper, I can see that it's not helping me. But I believe your lie. I'd rather hear it from you because I want that in my body, in my soul. I want the lie. So I don't get it. But it says if we don't act, a spokesperson for the mayor, Kelsey Nyland, dang, that thing popped way up. If we don't act now, We'll soon see undeniable impacts to 911 response times and investigative services. It could also impact the department's ability to sustain gains and meet the requirements of federal consent decree. So I got a feeling that probably would hurt the funding, federal funding. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to do that. So it says the mayor is deeply concerned by the fact that some of our youngest officers, hell yeah, they like, woo, I can get out right now. I've got a lot of life to live. I ain't dying for Mayor Durkan today. I tell you that much. It said those who joined the department knowing it was under a federal consent decree are leaving at extremely high rate. So these are the exact officers we want to keep as we transform the department. They're the ones who enter the department with an emphasis on de-escalation training and community-based constitutional policing. It's like, Bo, de-escalation training, man, it's going to de-escalate until it escalates. I mean, come on now. Bo, man, when folks are calling 911, bud, it ain't because the people are hanging out there just having a nice little disagreement, you know what I'm saying, debating over whether to say tomato or tomato. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they act like it's just, guys, break it up. What's the problem? It said, dude, I told him that these plaid pants look good with this shirt, and he said it didn't. I'm like, do what, man? It's just they ain't going out there to de-escalate stuff like that. Well, folks own drugs, man. They own drugs. They own the good stuff. Seattle, is weed legal over there? Let me know. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. But I don't think this is the weed they own. Weed just make you laugh and eat a whole lot of stuff. I don't know. I know y'all see 420 in my name, but I actually don't smoke. To be honest with you, that's my birthday, April 20th. I mean, I just gotta let y'all know. But it says down here the exodus follows the city council decision in September to override a mayoral veto and slash the city's police budget, leading to the cutting of as many as 100 officer positions and the elimination of the navigation team, which cleared homeless encampments. It said Durkan, who is in favor of diverting police funds to social programs, only vetoed the measure because it lacked the type of collaboration she desired. So, of course, you see that where she tried to veto, as I say earlier, and they overrid it. Look, in closing on this, Durkan, just if it's gonna be, let it be, let it be. Baby, if it's meant to be, whatever that song is, that's what you need to be singing. If it's meant to be, it'll be, let it be. You know, however you say it. I mean, y'all know the country song I'm talking about. Durkan, you gonna have to let it go. Hey, you way out here now. I mean, you done put yourself out on this limb. Problem is, it was a twig, and the thing was already partially cut. And when you and your city falls completely into the abyss, all you can do is stamp your name on it and wear it proudly. I did this, and I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you started the nonsense by letting stuff ride. I'm trying to tell folks, man, when you show somebody that they can get away with something, then they will get away with it. They'll continue to do it. I mean, so, hey, throw your hands up. What were you expecting police officers to do? You expect them to hang around? I'm going to hang around for this nonsense? I can't use no pepper spray. I can't use no rubber bullets. I can't use no tear gas. I can't use a taser. I can't use my baton. I mean, what am I going to use? I can't use my gun. It's like, man, just go out there and talk to them. Hopefully they'll stop doing what they're doing. The thing is, there ain't no rules for the other side. They can whoop you. They can drag you, shoot a firework at you. They can do whatever. Kill you right out there in the street. Oh well, man, I tried to de-escalate it, but it cost me my life. Stop, man. So, hey, but it's just more nonsense. You know how you boy. I mean, folks trying to retract. You see, a lot of these people have lost control. Durkan, Ted Wheeler, they lost control. They thought it was going to be good for them. Now they lost control, and they're like, oh my God. But I have screwed up royally. So, let me know what y'all think about in the comment section below. As always, like, share, subscribe, click notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.